So, hello folks, it's so good to be with you as always. The first thing I want to tell you is thank you so much for your support of our great community of faith, for the support of our team here at White Plains, and for your prayers, for your cards, for your emails, for your texts. They are so important to us and for all the ministry we do here. I'm looking over here across the camera. Two of our preschool staff members are here. They're having their break from the preschool to all the ministry happens here that goes on here every day of the week, even in their pandemic. You support and we thank you. Without you, none of this would happen. And so thank you for those of you who are coming in person. Thank you for all those who are joining us virtually. We appreciate it. Now, this Delta variant has really just thrown us for a loop. It was a surprise. It's much more serious than we had anticipated. And so you've seen the email, and we're asking all of you who are joining us in person to be sure that you come and mask up. If you forget a mask, we'll have them for you. Now, one thing we will tell you, we do know that the masks we've been wearing, they aren't the greatest. They're never 100% proof. None of them are. It's like the vaccine's not 100%, but the N95 masks are the best. If you have one, I would encourage you to wear that. But please mask up if you will, and we'd appreciate that. For those of you who really aren't believers in that, we're not going to make anybody. That's not what we're about. But we'd encourage you to do that. And we just want you to do that, if for nothing else, for the safety of others, because we don't know who is vaccinated and who is not. And we're not shaming anybody, or wrapping anybody with the head. That's not what we're about. We're simply about causing no harm. And I do know the basic science of this. We know that masks aren't 100%. We do know they are to help, and that's all we know we can do is just help one another. So we ask you to do that, because we do know that the Delta variant has 1,000 times the viral load than the coronavirus that we were battling to begin with. So we ask that you do that if you will. And so also we're going to ask you to look for very soon in your email a survey just to gauge once again our readiness to return to worship, and look for that very soon. We want to hear from you. It's important that we hear from you. We'll ask you to do that. And the last thing I want to share with you is, it seems weird, but as we go into next year, we're already thinking about our expenses for next year. This virtual online service, which is meeting so many needs, particularly those who cannot join us yet or not ready to join us in worship, is an expensive endeavor. And it's a joy to do, really. It's a different type of ministry. For our home folks, you need to know we actually have people who've made decisions for Christ who said, for the first time, I have said yes to Jesus Christ as this medium. That kind of rocks my world. I didn't think that really happened, but it really happens. And people's lives have been changed. And so we thank you for your faithfulness for allowing us to do this and allowing us to do it the way we're doing it. And so that's a gift to us that we didn't anticipate happening, didn't plan on happening. But it's an expense that we didn't anticipate. Additionally, the building behind me here, all of you know about the Heart and Home, but there is a huge expense there that we didn't anticipate. You'll remember we thought we were going to do some cosmetic uplifting of this building that hadn't been touched. We had no idea there was some major foundational issues in that building that the architects and engineers said if we didn't fix, we'd be throwing money away trying to make it look even better, to tune of about $1 million extra that we didn't plan on. So why do I tell you that? Well, as you start planning your budget year next year, we as a community have got to come together and say, wow, how can I do more for my community of faith to support our virtual ministry and to cover it is over $1 million of extra expense in this building we didn't anticipate. So be thinking about that now, because we don't want that to be a surprise, so that we can cover all the expenses here. I do know that God has all of that, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. So we just ask you to be thinking about that now. So what are the things? Thank you so much. You're a gift, and you never disappoint. Number two, remember the Delta variant, and we want to make sure that we are cautious and we love our brothers and sisters and cause no harm, and mask up on Sunday mornings. Also, if you can't be here on Sunday mornings, thank you for watching virtually. Be sure you share this virtual experience with your friends and neighbors and family. And fourth, be praying now for what you might do financially for White Plains Church as we give together in ministry, in facility, and in worship, in person or online. You're a gift to me and to the community that gathers here in the Triangle at White Plains Church. See you soon.